Makeup artist Vanngo has released his first ever foundation. It's a serum foundation. I have 2 shades of it, and we're going to talk about it all today, including a wear test. And we're going to talk about what it means that it's called red carpet skin. I'm calling this a makeup artist foundation. I'm going to explain to you why. We're going to do a wear test. I'm going to talk to you about who it is for and who it is not for, and some comparisons. We're going to do all that today with me, Rebecca. This is not fit for print beauty. I feel like I have a right to have opinion on this stuff because I have worked in and outside of the fashion and beauty industry for well over 25 years, watching some of the biggest names in the business work, writing for them, ghostwriting for them, interviewing them, shadowing them, etc. And that caused me to start Not Fit for Print Beauty right here on YouTube, a little bit of beauty journalism right here, and hopefully that can help you decide if a product is for you or not for you. I'm not a makeup artist, but I have a tremendous amount of experience using and playing with makeup. Glad to have you here if you're new. Okay, red carpet skin. So let's talk about it. As I told you, I have 2 shades. The brand makes 38 shades, and it is $46. I'm looking down at my paper, checking my facts there. This is, as I said, a serum foundation, and you'll see in the demo coming up, which I've already filmed, I'm wearing it now, it is a true serum foundation. That term is thrown around a lot. When a brand has skincare in, they will often refer to itself as a serum foundation, but this is a true serum foundation, meaning it is very light, it soaks into the skin very quickly. You have to work quickly. Reminds me of that Tom Ford foundation that was a serum foundation. It's drying as you're using it. It's not a problem. It's not problematic. It's just going to soak into your skin very quickly and become part of your skin, which means it doesn't transfer. Vanngo is, of course, a super famous makeup artist. He did a very full release when his brand first came to Sephora with eyeshadows and eyeliners and lip shades and all sorts of things. And he has slowly added to that as the months have worn on. This is still a new line, but we got a bronzer a little bit back, and now we're finally getting the foundation. This is a makeup artist foundation. What do I mean by that? It is medium coverage. It's got a natural matte radiant finish, which cracks me up. How can it be matte and natural and radiant? That's marketing speak. Now, before you go in the comments and tell me you can be natural and radiant because natural is radiant, yeah, but to get matte and radiant in the same sentence, I'm sorry, it's marketing speak. What it means is it is to make your skin look balanced and healthier. There's different types of foundation out there on the market, you guys. We got to get into the nitty gritty here. And in fact, there's different types of serum foundation. A serum foundation is going to go into the skin much like skincare, soak into the skin, be transfer proof and long wearing. That part, it's just like any other serum foundation. We'll talk about some comparisons when we get to the end of our wear test at the end of this video. But what the philosophy here is a little bit different. A lot of makeup seeks to match your skin tone. Some makeup artists will even use different shades of foundation because a lot of people have like a forehead that's a little bit deeper than here, or they'll kind of try to play up and let the rosiness of their cheeks show through, and they're working with their skin but better. The idea here isn't to mask your skin, but it is to balance your skin. Vanngo is approaching this, as he says, it's a red carpet skin. This is a makeup artist foundation. It is going to match your skin. He's looking at nuanced shades. In the 38 shades, there's things like, check this out. This shade 8 is a medium light neutral gold, and this shade 10 is a light medium neutral cool peach. And that's weird. Neutral and cool, but peach. Because usually we think of peach as warm, don't we? But he's saying if peach can go cool, that's what this is. So very nuanced in the shade descriptions. Not like MAC or House Labs that worked with your undertone first. It worked with whether you were cool, warm, neutral. That's not what this is doing. This makeup is a makeup artist makeup. Are you with me here? It's looking to balance your skin and create one canvas. So we don't have differences in the skin. We don't have ruddiness. We don't have it balances your skin and makes a canvas to apply makeup over. This is the type of makeup for someone who likes to wear a full beat. It doesn't have to be thick, but you know, like a lot of times I will wear a color corrector and a little bit on my cheeks and a little bit of mascara. That's not the customer in mind. The customer in mind is somebody who's going to create a balanced canvas and then apply bronzer and blush and a full face of makeup. Not caked on, but just a full face. If you enjoy that, if you enjoy applying a full face and taking your time and applying your makeup, this would probably be right up your alley, especially if you like a serum foundation. So those are the two shades I got, 8 and 10. In the next scene, we are going to try it on, and then we will do the wear test, and I'll do some comparisons, and we'll talk about who this makeup is for and who should be spending their $46 on it and who shouldn't. I got your back on this. Let's go to the demo right now. Okay, I got 2 shades, as you guys know. I mean, there's 38 shades, but I really couldn't decide. I have this ethical dilemma as a content creator, let me just tell you, about returns. I don't do a lot of returns. I feel that when I buy a product, I'm using it for my business, and it's just, no offense if you're a creator and you return stuff, but I feel like it's unethical. But lately, so I used to keep every foundation shade that I would buy to test, and now I'm kind of like, well, I mean, if I'm going to wear it for me, you guys, and they allow returns, and I buy a ton of stuff and never return, I might actually return one of these if it's off, unless I have to mix them. I don't know. Let's see. You guys can tell me. Let's try them together. Here's an 8. We got to shake it first, and a 10. I told you about the shades already. Let's just do a little stripey stripe and see. I've got my makeup eraser. Here's the 8. Oh God, a little goes a long way is right. I've overused this already. Do we like that? That's the 8. The 8 describes itself as mid to light with a neutral golden. I think I'm a little cooler than golden. Get this off. I used too much. A little does go a long way. He wasn't lying. Okay, this is the 10, which again describes itself as a light neutral with a cooler peach. I didn't think peach was cool. I think this, oh boy. What do you like? I think this one, huh? Is brighter? Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Hold on. I'm going to take my phone with me and I'll capture it on my phone. So we have the 8 is on this left side. I'll keep my finger on the 8. Okay, let's go outside. If you think I'm wrong when you see this video here, okay, I'm going to keep my finger on the 8 the entire time. So just so you can kind of get your bearings in the video, I'm keeping my finger on the side that's the 8. Guys, I think it's the 10 because I think the 8's going a little olive on me. I think it's the 10. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. So you're like, Rebecca, our problem here as your audience is not to tell you what makeup to buy, it's to tell ourselves. Yes, yes. But I'm just trying to show you how these shades run. I think this 10 is going to work better on me because remember what we talked about. What the goal here is to make a foundation that takes my skin and makes it a little bit, takes the problems and minimize them to make my skin a little bit more even. Let's see. So let me take the 10 and do this whole side of the face. Okay, this is the 10 that I kind of settled on without hearing the opinion of my audience here. But let's see, a little goes a long way. It's a serum foundation. So it's kind of sinking in. And I will give you, after the wear test, my comparison of what else I think this kind of compares to. A little definitely goes a long way. Very typical serum foundation in the sense that as you're working with it, it's drying into the skin. In that sense, very typical serum feeling with those kind of thinner serum foundations that we've experienced. Okay, here is this side with the 10. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder, which makes this side with nothing because I erased a little bit of 8 we had on there. It was looking too olive. I think you'll agree. I hope you'll agree. I don't know if my comment section is going to be like, you went for the wrong one, Rebecca. I definitely think it smoothed me out. Okay, I'm going to speed this up and I'm going to do the other side and then we'll look at it, okay? Okay. So some notes immediately. Very typical serum foundation. Sometimes brands are calling a foundation a serum foundation, and I'm like, meh. This one definitely is. What do I mean by that? Very thin, feels like nothing's on, but dries into your face very quickly. I'm kind of glad that for our purposes, I did one side. If I had dotted this all over, I'd be having trouble by the time I got to the other side blending. It's kind of dot blend, okay? Because it wants to just kind of become a serum, like part of your skin right away. In that sense, it's a very serum foundation. I think it's definitely done. I know I just touched my hair. I'll wash my hands. It's definitely done what it promises to do. I think it's made a definite canvas of my face. A little bit light, huh? But I'll get some bronzer on it. A little bit light. But I don't know. I'm really wondering if I'm going to look at the comments and you guys are going to be like, oh, you chose the wrong one. It doesn't matter because we're going to look at the longevity, and at least you saw the difference in kind of the, the way. So Vanngo does not promise an actual hour wear. He's not going 16 hours wear or 24 hours wear. He's saying a long wear. So I'm going to let this go as long as I can today, put on a little bit more makeup, and then, well, you've already seen it because you've seen the intro, which is kind of going to be probably right before the end of the wear test, and then wear test. Then I'm going to tell you what I think this relates to, and stick around for who I think should purchase this foundation. So for me, this is going to be a very long day when I get other things done. And for you, it's going to be just like that. Okay, I just filmed the intro right before I filmed this. So you've kind of seen what this makeup looks like. But what I didn't tell you is this is 10 hours in. So let's take a look at how it has worn in those 10 hours. It hasn't budged, not at all. I knew that, so I didn't even bother to do a midday check-in. This again is the 10. As you know, we went with the shade 10, and I do, honestly, I've been living in it all day. I think that was the right choice. I think the 8 that billed itself as a medium light neutral gold went a little olive. The reason I showed you those differences is I wanted you to think about how his shades will appear on your skin, whether you're darker than me, lighter than me, or my shade twin. I hope that helped. This is the 10. Again, that was billed. The 10 was billed as a light, medium, neutral, cool peach. Again, really interesting because I tend to think of peach as warm. This was a cool peach, but I do think that works for me. It's like a cool warm. Very nuanced. This has not budged. It is not in lines here. It is not under here. I have no concealer on because we wanted to see how this foundation would act. No setting spray, no primer, just foundation. It hasn't budged. In that sense, it is very much like a typical serum foundation. It's soaked into my skin. As you saw in the demo, I had to work very quickly with it. It has not budged. It has not transferred, but I do have a full face of makeup over the top of it. Some of it powder, some of it cream. All works just fine. Once this gets on your skin, it's going to soak in, and it's not going to budge or move no matter what you put over it. Again, Vanngo does not tell us the time. He doesn't brag about it being 12 hours, 16 hours. I've worn it for 10. It hasn't budged. I swear it would go 24. He just says long wearing. He is looking for something that balances the skin. That it does. It is a very traditional foundation. I think, who can I compare this to? And then let's talk about who it's for and who it isn't. It hasn't budged. I think of Mario, Makeup by Mario, Surreal Skin. I think a little bit of Armani Luminous Silk, Shiseido, Revitaliscence, a little bit NARS Light Reflecting. Maybe the Natasha High Glam, but not in its shiny form. I'm just talking about how it wears, how it soaks into the skin. Very traditional serum foundation. Doesn't budge, isn't going anywhere, isn't moving. This is for someone who enjoys a full face of makeup that doesn't feel this way. This will easily go medium or full. You can keep building it. You do have to work quickly, but you can keep building it. This is not a no makeup makeup. I am, when I'm left to my own devices, you guys, you know me. If you've seen my videos, I put on a little bit of color corrector, a little bit of a lippy, a little bit of a blush, lots of mascara. This is generally not for me unless I'm going out. This is a makeup. Again, it's a makeup artist makeup. It's going to take your skin, solve every problem, and balance it for a canvas. This is a canvas for makeup. This isn't my skin now looks great and I'll just throw some lip gloss on with it. I mean, you do you, but if that's who you are, this is not for you. Me as a viewer, this isn't for me because I like very easy, quick, out the door, everyday girl next door makeup. This is not that. He calls it red carpet skin for a reason. He is viewing this like a makeup artist, making your skin one palette so that it will look great on camera and that it will look great with other makeup over it. This is making a canvas to paint on like a makeup artist would. If you enjoy that, if you enjoy the feeling of a very lightweight, medium to full coverage that is serum, traditional serum sinks into the skin, feels like part of your skin, you will love this. If you like breathing skin, having some of your skin show through, and just throwing on quick makeup and looking very natural, then this isn't for you. It's not unnatural, it's just a different philosophy. I hope that that makes sense. Those of you that work long hours at work and want medium to full foundation, this is not going to budge. This is 10 hours and it's like I just put it on. Does it get better with wear? Yeah, I find most serum foundations do. And this is no exception. It's a very typical serum foundation. It's not moving. It's not making, it's blurring. My pores don't show. You want a reliable medium to full. You enjoy wearing a full face of makeup. You need it to go the distance and be a workhorse. You will love this. You're an everyday person who just doesn't mind if your skin shows through, just wants to cover a few flaws and throw some lip gloss on and mascara. This is not for you. For somebody like me, this would be a great one and will be a great one for me to have in my drawer when I'm doing a night out, a date night, and I want my makeup absolutely perfect, but it would not be daily for me. It's not going to dry you out daily, but that is who it's for. I am very in tune to my community. I don't want you to spend $46 unless you have to. I put a lot of faith in Vanngo. I think he makes a great product, but it's a very specific product. And if none of that makes sense to you, go ahead and ask me in the comments and I'll let you know so that you know what to spend your money on or not, okay? And any more comparisons that you need. Plus, you guys can reach me over on TikTok, Threads, and on Instagram. We have a membership here on YouTube that meets every Friday that I lead, or you can watch it on replay, so I'd love to have you there as well. But keep that in mind. This will be for you to peruse the shades down below in the description bar, and I'll also put it up here in YouTube shopping so that you can kind of be looking through it while the video plays. I just want to be helpful to you guys, so let me know what else you need to know about this foundation. It has a very specific client in mind. Are you that client? Let me know down in the comment section and any other questions you like. Hopefully this was helpful and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.